Marian's doll given to me when I was about 8 years old by my oldest sisters, Sophia and Jewell. She was in a doll buggy, now owned by Kathy. These two items are about 68 years old now. The doll's face was restored slightly. The pillow and doll quilt were made by my mother, Sophia Leisz. I embroidered the white squares when quite young, maybe 8 to 12 years old. Mother used them for the quilt. The clothing on the doll are not the original. The pink dress and bonnet plus white white socks and plus plastic type shoes just fell apart, except the white socks inside the sweater. And that's all.
Now you said that your doll used to sit in a buggy by a window with your sister's dolls? Did your sisters have dolls, Millie and Helen?
Yeah.
And
Millie and Helen, our dolls were kept in a hallway in the upper part of our house on the upper floor. And they were mainly for sightseeing rather than playing. And we appreciated what we had because we didn't have much in the way of toys as youngsters.
did this doll have a name?
Well, at the time, I think I gave it a name, but I'm so old now, I can't remember what it was.
Now,
So,
where did
see this? I embroidered these portions that you see here. I can't spread it apart too much, but I remember doing this. Am I showing it? It's right?
Beautiful.
And you can see the material is not what you'd call real new. It's quite old.
Where would you buy the material?
I kind of think this part right here is part of a flour sack which was emptied, and my mother would use bleach to prepare it for usage inside the house.
Now, what about the pillow here?
The pillow is, I may have done, did I say I did the pillow too?
I think it said that you embroidered the little in the middle there.
I think I knew how to make these little flowers here. This is definitely very old flounce here. And the pillow was inside the buggy with the doll.
Now, where did your sisters work that they earned the money to buy you that doll?
Well, they both worked, as I understand it, for wealthy people in St. Paul, Minneapolis area. And they probably got tips in doing that type of work. I really don't know. But they were very kind to help us younger sisters because they knew our mother and dad did not have the money to do so.
Where do you think the doll came from? Did it come from Minneapolis, do you think?
It could very well have, yes, because Turtle Lake did not have any amount of clothing. We only had a grocery store there. And I'm sure that these items that were given to us came from the cities.
How long has it been since you've seen that doll, would you think?
This doll's been on the shelf for almost 30 years.
So you haven't seen her in 30 years.
Yeah,
Look at her.
yeah. I want somebody to have her who will appreciate her. I gave Millie's doll to Millie's good friend up here in Temecula when she passed on, because the friend was a collector of dolls, and she very much liked Millie's doll, which was a little more elaborate than this doll. But I like my doll too.